Look at him, the king of beasts. A magnificent golden rug of testosterone and bad temper. Posing on a termite mound as if he's waiting for a painter to finish his portrait. We are obsessed with this image. The mane, the roar, the sheer unadulterated size of the male lion. History books and cartoons have sold us a very specific story. That this brute force is the cornerstone of the savannah. But that is a lie. Or at the very least, a very successful marketing campaign. If you want to understand the true mechanics of this empire, you have to look away from the throne. You have to look down into the long grass where the real work happens. Meet the architect. She is smaller, scarless, and currently blending so perfectly into the dry stems that you might trip over her before you see her. She doesn't roar. She doesn't advertise. She is a single mother operating on a caloric deficit that would kill a human athlete. And right now, she is the only thing standing between the next generation of lions and total extinction. Let's look at the specs. Sexual dimorphism in lions isn't just about who has the hairier neck. It's a division of labor written in bone and muscle. The male is built for brawling, heavy front quarters designed to wrestle rivals and snap spines. He is a siege weapon. But a siege weapon is useless for the daily grind of survival. The female is built for precision. She is 30% lighter. Her scapulae designed for a wider range of motion, allowing for the low-crawl stalking that characterizes her hunting style. She is not a brawler. She is a scalpel, and she needs to be. Right now, her body is performing a metabolic magic trick. She is lactating. Producing milk requires an immense amount of energy, essentially melting down her own body reserves to build new skeletons for her cubs. She is quite literally eating herself to feed them. Every step she takes is a calculation of energy expenditure versus potential return. She cannot afford the theatrical roaring of the male. Silence is her currency. Her current headquarters is a dense thicket of wait-a-bit thorns. It's not comfortable, but comfort is a luxury she traded away weeks ago. She has hidden her cubs here, creating a fortress of obscurity. The savannah is not a playground. It is a panopticon where everything is watching. Hyenas, with their bone-crushing jaws and terrifying endurance, are always patrolling the perimeter, sniffing for the scent of vulnerability. But the hyenas are the simple enemy. The complex enemy looks just like her father. Wandering male lions, nomadic bachelors with no territory of their own, are the grim reapers of the lion world. If they find these cubs, they will kill them. Not out of malice, but out of cold genetic strategy. By removing the offspring of a rival, they force the female back into estrus, resetting her biological clock to serve their lineage. So she lives in a state of hypervigilance. A snapped twig, a shift in the wind, the distant rumble of a stranger. Every sensory input is analyzed for threat levels. She is a single parent living in a war zone where the soldiers are on both sides. The sun dips and the heat breaks. This is her window. The pride is resting, the males likely sleeping off a meal they didn't catch. Flat on their backs like overstuffed sofas. She rises. She is alone tonight. No sisters to flank the target, no cooperative pincer movement, just her. You can see the ribs pressing against her flank. She hasn't eaten in 3 days. Yet the milk must flow. She moves into the darkness, a ghost in the tall grass. Her target is a wildebeest, 600 pounds of panic and muscle. The stalk is a study in patience. She freezes mid-step, paw hovering for minutes, waiting for the wind to turn. Then, the explosion. From 0 to 50 kilometers an hour in 3 strides. It is violent, desperate, and messy. She latches onto the throat, using her body weight to drag the beast down, clamping the windpipe. It is a slow suffocation. She is exhausted, her chest heaving, her muscles burning with lactic acid. She has won. She has secured the lifeline. But the victory is short-lived. Before she can take the first bite, a shadow looms. The male has arrived. He didn't help with the stalk. He didn't risk a hoof to the jaw. He simply heard the commotion and came to collect his tax. And what does she do? Does she fight for the prize she nearly died to secure? No, she steps back. She watches as the king tears into the softest meat, gorging himself on her labor. It seems like a profound injustice. And perhaps, in human terms, it is. But nature is a pragmatist. She cannot risk an injury fighting a heavyweight. A broken leg means death for her and the cubs. So she waits. She waits until he is full, until he falls into a food coma. Only then does she creep back to the carcass to scavenge the gristle and the bone. She eats the scraps, but she turns them into gold. She returns to the thicket, to the hidden future. As the cubs nurse, drinking the energy she fought for, we realize the truth. The male wears the crown, but the female carries the kingdom. She is the invisible hunter, the silent engine, the enduring spine of the wild.